Hello adorables, today we'll be learning how to make this beautiful Zara band with ruffle and ring loop. Welcome to class. So for this tutorial I'll be making use of the hard boning. Yes, this is the hard boning. I'll be making use of the hard boning for this tutorial, and I measured out 90 inches length. So for this this is the other boning, the soft one. There are two kinds of boning, the hard boning and the soft one. In one of my tutorial I made use of the soft boning, but it's still the same process, and I won't be showing the part where I cover this ring to form the loop. This one I already have tutorial on it, so check for these particular videos on my channel and watch how I made that ring. So I've already done it, and I used this 1/2 inch ribbon to wrap it round. Most of us are very familiar with this design, so I've done that. I've covered it, and if you don't understand, just go and search for that video in my channel and watch it. I'll set that aside. We'll also be making use of our marco. I've cut out my marco, and then I cut out my head circumference, my size, which is 23 by length. Sorry, I mean 22, but here I'll be using 23 because I'll be gumming it to overlap 1 inch. You can see this is 23 and the width is 2.5, not 3, 2.5. You can see 2.5 by 23. If you wear 22, just cut 23. If you wear 23, cut 24. If you wear 21, cut 22. So I'll be using my glue gun to stick it together, just like and half an inch there, you know, because you are lapping it, it will be 1 inch. So I'll be closing it like that with the help of my candle gun. Just apply your candle gun at that point, like half an inch here, half an inch on the other side. If it overlaps, it automatically deducts like 1 inch from your measurement. So that is what I'm doing here. I'll close it down like that, and that's all about the marco. So we're done with that. We'll set that aside. The next thing we're going to be doing is to get my ashoke. It's so funny that I found these pieces of ashoke. It's just a small piece of ashoke, and I don't want it to waste. I thought of what I could do with it. That is why I came up with this design. So if you have those small pieces, don't throw them away. You can use it to create something like this. So I've cut out 24. You can see it's a bit more than 24, but I'll be needing 24 because by the time I sew it, it will automatically give me 23. So I'll be taking it to my sewing machine. I'll be needing 24. All this one I'm doing here is just to experiment. I'm checking out something. So I'll measure 24. Remember my marco after gumming it is 22. You understand? It's 22, you know. So I'll measure 24 and I'll cut off the excess. After cutting off the excess, I will fold it like that and sew on 1 inch. I'll take it to my sewing machine and just join it together on 1 inch. This is me measuring where I am going to sew, you know. I'm going to sew on 1 inch. So we'll sew it down like that. After sewing it, I will also go ahead to weave it. You can see I've done the weaving, so because you know ashoke frills, you must weave it. I'll be turning it out, and then I'll be inserting my marco into the ashoke, ensuring that the part that is join, the lat part aligns with the joint part of the ashoke. So that is what I'm trying to do here. It's not difficult at all, you know, because Mako is very, very flexible and bendable. Just anywhere you want to shock in, just bend it and just force it in. Bend it, just bend it, push it, it will enter, it will fit in. If you follow this measurement, if you follow the right measurement, you are not going to have any difficulty in doing this. So what I'm trying to do here is trying to push it to the middle. I want it to be at the middle so that the amount of excess we have above is what we are going to be having below. So I will just be gumming it round. That is what I'm going to do, both up and down. I'll be gumming it with the help of my candle glue. You know, it's as easy and simple as that, you know. So I'll fold it in like this. You know, I'll fold it in like this. Let me just do the folding first. I will do the folding first before gumming it so that you can understand what I'm talking about. I'll also repeat the same process to the other side. So now after folding it in, I will apply my candle glue and I'll gum it round. You know, not something much, very neat, and then just gum it neatly and do it gradually so that you won't have glue stain all over your ashoke. So we're going to repeat all that to both sides and I'll get back. Now that I've done that, I've set it aside. So here I have these pieces of what is this material called self? It's called doll face or shiny face, I'm not so sure. So I cut out 7 inches by, you can see, by 30, and I'll be cutting out 4 of that. 7 by 30, you can see I'll cut out 4 of that. I've already hemmed those 3. I'm going to show you what I'll be doing here. You know, just hem it like this, so round, you know, the 4 sides. Excuse me, so round the 4 sides like that. You can see exactly what I've done here. I have done it. I'll be doing that to that last piece and I'll get back. So you can see my cap is my band rather is, you know, neatly glued and, you know, is looking fine. It's so neat. We'll set that aside. So this is my 4 pieces. After hemming it round, I placed the 4 together, you know, on themselves, on each other, and I have sewn a straight line in the middle, you know, holding the 4 pieces together. You can see this particular design I want to show is a ruffle. We are making our ruffles. I have done it in one of my videos. I used ashoke. Those that watch that video will understand, but let me just redo it again so that you can understand very well. So I joined the 4 together and this is what I'm doing, just pleating, forming this step on each other till I get to the end. You know, if you have watched this video to this extent, that means you really enjoy what you're watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Keep engaging, keep liking, and keep asking questions. I appreciate all of you that ask me questions. I appreciate all your kind words. God will honor you and bless you for me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So ask questions if you want to ask questions. I'll be willing to answer you. God bless you. So keep engaging so that you get notification whenever I drop any video. I'm talking about those that have not subscribed. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Invite someone to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that they can also benefit from this tutorial. So after folding it together, I will get my needle and thread, pass it through the middle just 2 times, in and out, in and out. You can see after passing it, you just don't want to release it now, because I don't need it to be tight, I don't need it to be firm because of the kind of ruffle I'm making. I need some space so that by the time I start pushing or releasing the piece, it will give, you know, it will have chance to form that beautiful full ruffle. So like I always say, my videos are self-explanatory. Even if I did not explain anything, you would understand perfectly if you're watching my videos. So after releasing it, excuse me, I will then knot it. I didn't knot it to be tight. I still maintain those space that I allowed in between. So I'll knot it like that, and I'll cut off that small piece because we'll still be needing the needle. So after this stage, what we are going to be doing is, you know, just relax it down like this. You will now be flipping. You know, we have 4 of this material put together. It's just like you are opening something. Just open it up one after the other, open up one after the other. So this ruffle that is forming is because of those space. If it's tight now, if you are tightening it, it won't come out this beautiful. So the same thing I'm doing here is what I'll repeat to the other side. I will just open up both sides, and it will give you that beautiful full and nice ruffle. You know, this is how I achieve my ruffle. So we have the video now. I didn't want you to go, I didn't want to refer you to one of my video where I made it. That's why I'm taking time to repeat it here. So you can use any material to achieve this. The one I did before was achieved with ashoke. You know, look at it. Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this lovely? Simple and beautiful. So now our band is on my model. Yes. Now I want to attach my ring loop. You know, I'm trying to determine where I will I will fix this, where it will stand, how the placement will be. You know, after getting it, I will first of all, because I still use needle and thread to tack it down properly and firmly, I'll first of all use my candle glue to hold it down so that when I'm tacking, I know it's really firm. I will use my candle glue to, I'll apply it on that part, yes, or that area, and I'll glue it. I'll allow it dry. Yes, I'll allow it dry, and I'll release it. Then I will now begin to stitch. So this is me stitching it properly for firmness. For firmness, this is something very simple, beautiful, and classy. There is no much to this. It's just Zara band that is looking elegant and sophisticated. You know, not just it's not just there. So you can do this in any other with any other kind of material, you know. So I just found this piece of ashoke, and I noticed that I have this 1/2 inch bias that really blends with the color. Everything that blends with the color, I brought them out, and I came up with this beautiful piece. So I'll also tack it down at the end there to give it that firmness. You can see the next thing we're going to be attaching is our ruffle, and that is all. This is so beautiful. Isn't this simple? Isn't this beautiful? Isn't this classy? So I will just be using my candle gun to attach my ruffle to it, and that's all. And that is all. Otiton shikena. Now you can see me, I just embellished with few stones just to make it look you know, I just embellished with few stones. You can put any embellishment you want. Then this 1 yard ribbon, I will be using it to close, to cover, you know, the middle where we have where I attached where I used my needle and thread. So I will just be using to cover the side that I gum all around with the help of my candle glue. You can see it's so easy, and that is the end of the tutorial. Isn't this beautiful? Check this out. Check it out, my darlings. Thank you for staying through to the end of this tutorial. See you next time. Bye. Love you.